Hi guys, this is Olga. Welcome back on my YouTube channel. In this video, I'm gonna show you how I reorganized my kit so that all my setup fits in that small case on the left and a small plastic bag. Now the main thing that I've done is I repotted my paints into square plastic inserts. I got mine from the art factory store, but you can also find them on eBay or Just Paint. I'll post the links in the description box underneath the video, so make sure you check it out. I got mine double lined and you can use them just like that, or you can do what I did. I used one sheet and glued each insert on a sheet of plastic. I also had to trim mine as they didn't fit in the case, so I used a black self-adhesive oracle to seal the edges. The main reason why I've done this was because I wanted to add more resistance to them, and I realized how important that was when I was repotting my paints and applying a lot of pressure on some of the paints. To store the split cakes, I used a plastic lid from a box of chocolates and I sealed its edges with the same oracle. I also have some large split cakes in my kit. Some of them are from Fab, the other ones from Cameleon, and the round ones are my handmade split cakes. I also have a tiny handmade split cake that I got as a gift from Natalie, who hosted my workshops in Israel. Just look at that tiny little thing. How cute is that? For line work, I'm using Cameleon black and white, and I keep them separately. I just had to repot them into smaller containers as they didn't fit into my case in their original packaging. To store my brushes, I glued a band of foam rubber on the lid of my case and cut slots of about 1 centimeter distance one from each other. When I'm at a gig, I just open my case and use the brushes directly from the place where they are stored. I use the bottom of my case to keep my water container, the sponges, and the spritzer during the work. And if I will need some brushes more than the others, then I will be placing them in the round slot of the water container. I also have a spritzer with 99% isopropylic alcohol to sanitize my brushes and sponges whenever necessary. I also have some bobby pins and lipstick applicators in my case. I got these on eBay. They're very cheap but much handier to use than Q-tips. And here's the trick. To prevent the lid from falling down, I'm using a simple cross clip. I have a plastic bag clipped on the side of the case that I use for dirty sponges and wet wipes. I store my stencils on a metal ring hanging on another clip on the front side of the case. And just a reminder, when I'm painting, I'm standing on the opposite side of the table, not where I'm standing right now filming the video. To keep everything as hygienic as possible, I made a separate container with the paints that I'm using for lipstick. I will never dip a sponge or a brush into it. I will be using disposable lipstick applicators only with it. And if I need to sanitize it, I will be using chlorhexidine or 99% isopropylic alcohol on its surface. For my glitters, I have a small plastic box and I use its lid for displaying my business card during my paint job. And let's take a look what I have inside the box. Here are some puffer bottles, some glitter gels, and some glitter dust. I have my wet wipes on the side and a pretty mirror. That's a gift from Z from Connecticut. Hi Z! Little girls just love this mirror. For the skin tones, I have a palette of 6 colors, and again I'm using the lid to store some smaller materials. I have Vaseline that I use for sticking glitter on the lips or on the skin. I also have a black pressed eyeshadow that I'm using in dry brush technique. I have my eyelash glue that I'm using for sticking gems and gem clusters, and a pencil that I'm using sometimes for sketching the designs, and 2 of my mostly used glitters, a holographic one and a magenta glitter that I'm using a lot for the lips. One more special thing that I have in my kit is the gift that I got from Margie Cantor. Thanks a lot, Margie. I use these snowflakes buttons as prints, holding each of them with a small clip, and it works just perfect. You may find these kind of buttons in big craft shops like Michael's. Now let's pack everything. As I said, all my setup fits into my case and a small bag. I keep all my paints and small stuff in the case, and I carry large and light things in the bag. I also always carry with me the certificate for my paints, just in case. The total packing and unpacking time for me is about 10 minutes for each, The weight of the packed case is around 4.5 kilograms and the bag is around 1.5 kilograms. And if you would like to find out more details on how I rebuild this case into a face painting kit, then make sure you check out the description box. I will put down some more explanations there and the links to the products I have in my kit. Also, if you are not familiar with my artwork, then check me out on Facebook and Instagram and let me know if you have any questions or concerns. I'll do my best to help you. Thanks a lot for watching and see you soon in my next video. Bye bye!